Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord help us. Momo, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a little bit needy.
Cut.
Like I said, I'm doing my first gardening with friends video with my mom, who is of German descent. I mean, she's a naturalized American citizen, but she moved to the States when she was
26.
26 years old. And so, so she and I are going to talk just about what gardening means to her, coming from her background, and how she's adapted into in the United States, and how her gardening style may have changed. And then we're also, I'm going to give you guys just a tour of her garden as well. And there might be some fun questions in here. So.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in Rockport, Texas, which is right off the coast. It's on the Texas coast.
Yes.
And so the soil is different here.
Yes.
It's very sandy.
Very sandy.
What would you say is the best part about gardening in a coastal region, and what is your least favorite part besides the hurricane?
So when we bought this place, I went to a nursery, and the lady at the nursery said, "Where do you live?" And I told her we live in Holiday Beach. And she says, "Forget growing anything over there because it is so salty. The ground is so salty that nothing will grow."
Okay.
And that kind of made me wanting to do it even harder. So I bought the challenge accepted, and the first thing I did is bought bags and bags of gypsum.
Gypsum?
And gypsum is what breaks down the salt.
Okay.
And that is what kills your plants, your trees, the salt around the roots of your trees. But gypsum will minimize that. I'm not saying it's going to make it go away, but it will definitely minimize it. So,
okay.
And then lots of topsoil. We have lots of topsoil put on the sand. So it turned out good. It turned out right.
So what I hear you saying is the challenging part was all the salt in the soil, and you had to
salt in the
overcome
soil.
that.
You have to overcome that. We are only 11 feet. Our property is only 11 feet over the sea level.
Okay.
And that is the house. Now anything down, and then we have a hill. So we have the downside, so that's a couple feet. So you're talking 8-9 feet over the sea level.
Okay. So you're really close to the salt water.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, you know, as you guys can see or are gonna see, I mean, you see all the hibiscus in the background. I mean, things are very happy here. They're very green. They're beautiful.
I threaten them like my children.
She spanks them with a German cooking spoon. I don't know. Sandy soil is a characteristic feature of the coastal garden. It drains well, but holds fewer nutrients and often requires organic amendments to replace them. Sandy soil may also require mulching to help retain moisture. Sandy soils are favored by tulips, hibiscus, and root vegetables like carrots, radishes, and potatoes. High salt content is another characteristic feature of the coastal garden, and it must be addressed for plants to truly thrive. The best way to address this is with improved drainage, which sandy soils by their nature can assist with. Watering your garden with water that has gone through a softening process in which most of the minerals have been removed can also help. Adding amendments like gypsum can help salt be leached out from the soil more effectively. It is no surprise that palms are well suited for the coastal region. They thrive in well-drained soil and require very little maintenance apart from pruning once well established. They can be grown in non-coastal settings but are sensitive to the cold and generally require for temperatures to remain above freezing to thrive. There are several cold-tolerant palms like the Pindo, the Sago, and the windmill palm. Okay, so another question.
Mm-hmm.
Does every German mom spank their child with a cooking spoon?
Yes.
Did y'all have a class on that? Y'all,
Yes.
she has a
We don't have chunkless. We have cooking spoons.
Okay. She has a cooking spoon on the patio table and she sits it right there. And she says this for the dog, but I think she's got it out to remind me of who's in charge.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty one. It's decorative. The ones I used for my children were way bigger and they had a hole in the middle. So there was less, less force.
Resistance.
The air would just go right through it, right on that hiney.
It was blue.
Yes.
Did you break that on my butt?
No.
I
could have.
I feel like you did.
No, I wasn't that bad.
Mom, it's too late. They can't call CPS on you. To be truthful.
No, I didn't. No.
My mom is in zone 9B, and because of this, she can grow her beautiful tropical hibiscus all year round. Most hibiscus will not survive heavy frost or freeze, though there are some hardy varieties available that can grow in zones as cold as zone 4 with some protection. The hardy hibiscus varieties, though, only come in single bloom options, while tropical hibiscus can come in single or double bloom forms. It is likely no surprise to you that hibiscus do require well-drained soil and grow best in full sun.